I need a beer.
Since when are you an alcoholic?
And since yesterday.
From what?
Well, let's just say that a whole bunch of crap happened, and this week has been horrible. But you know what? It's Friday. Not Friday.
It's Saturday.
It's so bad I can't even get my time straight.
Yeah, we record these on Saturday, upload them on Sunday. Get it right.
Well, hello everyone, we're the Legend Hunters, and Legend is apparently not with it right now.
And munching on beef jerky, what the hell, man? Do not eat in front of the camera.
Nom.
Oh, nom, nom, nom.
Yeah.
What's wrong with food? Food is delicious.
Food is what made the ultimate joke for us when we play Tales of Symphonia.
Oh, we should tell that story.
Yeah, we were doing a practice recording for Tales of Symphonia. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do it. It's a bit too long. But a funny thing happened. We had gone to McDonald's to pick up some food.
Provisions.
Some provisions in order to sustain us during our long trek into the Tales games. And we were all busy trying to practice voice acting and whatnot. And I was doing Colette, the blonde rubber ducky character. She's so vulnerable, you know. So we're doing this, and Leo right here is going ahead and talking as the priest, and I'm still eating some of the chicken nuggets that we got from McDonald's.
and so, instead of, what was the artifact?
Martel's secret,
No, but the original line was supposed to be, it was regarding the goddesses Martel's,
legendary something or other.
Yeah, it's legendary sacred scriptures.
Okay, like, it was supposed to be about the legendary sacred scripture. Instead, I decided to go ahead and say, Martel's sacred fried chicken.
Yeah. And we just kept that going for so long. Zero had almost flipped his lid.
I was having too big a laughing fit. Because it was so goddamn stupid but so glorious.
Oh, man.
Now that is when I wish we were doing Let's Plays.
It's one of those moments where you just go ahead and take a word and just replace it with but.
Steal thy butt!
Don't spoil it!
Well, too late for that.
Well, we'll be doing that in a bonus video.
Oh, fucking Christ.
Yeah, you're up to your ears in videos, aren't you?
Yes! I'm editing Bayonetta. I am editing frickin' Shovel Knight. I am editing frickin' Mega Man X.
You're the one who wanted to do multiple videos at the same time.
I know, and you want me to do another LP with Legend by myself? That is not fucking happening until your ass is booted out of this state.
Well, I think we're jumping to conclusions. I think they don't know the whole story. So why don't I go ahead and explain my week to explain what's going on?
Go ahead.
Okay, well, aside from Zera's boisterous remark, I am moving away to law school to go ahead and, well, do law school.
Yeah,
so I'm moving like 4 or 5 states north. So that pretty much eliminates any chance of like just come over, visit to do a bunch of recordings and then go back. So for all intents and purposes, I will be leaving Legend Hunters probably late July, early August.
Okay.
And we might be able to still do podcasts, like through Skype and stuff?
We've been over this. I told you, my commitments will be elsewhere.
I said possibly.
Yes, but do not say that.
I'm not cementing it. I'm saying it's a possibility.
Yeah,
if you can't get your butt here, I will find someone else to get on Skype and we'll have a talk.
We've said it before. I've said it. I'll say it again. We will see. Because I don't know what it's going to be fucking like.
I know. Relax, man.
No, you relax because you're not getting it. I've told you countless times off camera.
Mommy, Daddy, can we stop fighting?
God damn it.
No. Do not go with that implication. Do not go with that implication or I will suplex you over this couch.
Come on, guys. Between all of us, I think someone else is due for a ship. Thank you very much.
We'll wait for that ship to sail, won't we, Legend?
You're waiting for that ship to sink.
Oh, God.
So what did I actually do with my week aside from getting angry with this fucker?
Hey!
The summer Steam sale is coming along, and that is a fantastic time as a game collector and a terrible time as an accountant.
Yep. Good thing for me that I don't have any money. Wait.
I just sent you a game.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know. What'd you get, actually?
Got Castle Crashers
Ah, yes, same
for
as
the
me.
PC.
So now all of us have Castle Crashers.
Now, if only I had Fraps that worked on Mac, then I would be able to...
Fraps?
It's basically a recording software for the for the computer screen. A lot of people who do, like, Minecraft or games on Steam use that.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I don't know if the Mac has a good version of it. If anyone in the comments knows of a good Mac version, let me know and I'll get it.
Yeah, I got that. I got Mercenary Kings. I got Insanity's Blade. A bunch of indie games that I've just been looking at that I've never gotten around to getting. So the summer Steam sale is definitely coming around. The gimmick for this year is actually kind of interesting.
Oh.
So you play there's a mini game going along for the sales that you play basically a cookie clicker style mini game where you have to go ahead and fight enemies and survive so many hits to go ahead and unlock collectibles.
All the clicking,
and basically if you and your team manage to do enough clicking, you unlock extra discount, extra sales for everyone else.
Nice.
It's very interesting, and it's important to point out that they're doing a mini game because it's the actual only sort of software entertainment thing that Valve has put out in a while.
Huh.
That is kind of sad. And what's even more sad is the fact that I actually have wasted over a week of my time playing Cookie Clicker. I am not even kidding.
Wow.
I just had it on in the background.
Wow, Zero.
Yeah.
What else did I do with my week? Not much, to be perfectly honest. I have not been able to do much gaming outside of Perpetual, Fallout 3, making a game, cutting it off about level 8, then going back and starting it over again with a different build. It's weird. I get into those weird character ruts. Been trying to go ahead and do Platinum after I finished Hard Gold. So Platinum is the next one I'm doing. And it's probably something I should mention because it was rather fun. I turned 23 over the last podcast. So
Congratulations!
We had a party, and I invited these two knuckleheads as well as Tails and the GM from our Ravenloft game, and we did a bunch of bowling at our local bowling alley.
And I kicked both your asses.
Well, I have a handicap.
Yeah, you got a bunch
Bullshit! I am calling bullshit on your so-called handicap because you won the first game, if you don't recall.
No,
I didn't win.
No,
it was 0 here.
Yeah, I got a 122 and a 111.
Yeah, but you did very good
Early on.
Considering
Then my
you had a
wrists
handicap.
gave out.
Yes, and then you switched wrists, or you went to the two-handed style, which you still did better than our GM, if you recall.
Well, I believe the GM didn't even know how to properly hold a ball.
Yeah, but even
He was like twisting the ball and doing all sorts of funny things with it. I was like, you have no skills. You have no points in bowling, do ya?
and then all the nerd lingo spewed out. One of the.
And I was really tempting the GM to kind of smite us in their next session, aren't I?
Well, he's gonna smite you
No,
because you were the one making all the bullshit comments. So I got a lot of presents. I got
Steal thy butt.
I got a lot of.
I have a blackmail photo of him from the party.
And he has all of yours on, what is it? All of your characters are lined up on the gallows. You've got one character out to sea, and one character who's already a wanted man in the castle. And you've also got me, who could actually be paid to after you to kill you.
Yeah, or just go berserk and kill me anyway.
One of my characters might do that. Have fun, by the way. I'm making him.
We're jumping ahead, fellas.
Yes.
So yeah, that's pretty much the extent of my week. Legend, how are you faring?
The silence says all.
Well, where to begin?
That's the beginning.
Begin at the beginning and end at the end.
I was born one day.
That far back.
You asked for it, damn it.
The beginning of the week, you twit.
Okay, beginning of the week. First off, first week of summer courses.
I am glad not to be there.
Yeah.
Not to
I know
mention-
your pain, man. I know your pain. I've taken summer courses every year in my undergrad.
Nope. Alright. Now, there is another thing. And that is that I am basically taking on 40% of my grade in the first 4 days.
Damn.
Yeah!
But then again, summer semester is only like a month, so I'm not surprised.
Yes, but I purposely set myself up so I could do all of this as early as possible because I have a tendency to procrastinate.
No,
So I set it up early as possible, get as much stuff done out of the way as possible.
probably a good move on your part. Really good
Except
move.
that the teacher also accidentally shifted some other things that also happened to be coinciding with that time. So instead of, say, 20%, I'm doing all 40.
Ugh. That's a pain in the arse.
Oh, yeah, and it gets better. Apparently, one of my assignments due Sunday.
Yeesh.
The teacher won't get back to me until Monday.
Seriously?
Yeah. So I had to go. So while I'm waiting on her response, so I decide, okay, I've got this poem. I've got to get it done. I'm going to go and see where I can go on campus to see if, I can actually get this looked at. A good opinion, some reviews, whatnot. First up, the writing center is closed on Fridays.
That sucks.
Okay, so I'll go to another place where I think my old teachers could give me a good look. I was good with the teachers. I'll go and have a look with them.
Smart move.
Except that all the teachers from that particular department have been moved across campus to the highest room in the tallest tower, and I mean this literally.
Yeah, apparently our university is built like a castle.
No. It's that one of the buildings is in an actual tower, like a a business center, but it's vertical.
Yes.
So it's like 10, 12 floors? 14?
9 floors up and 3 floors down, if I'm not mistaken. It might be 2 floors.
God damn.
And of course, guess where all the classes all the teachers I need to go are. They're on the top!
Ding! 9th floor! Professors! Bullshit!
I wish! When I got to the damn 9th floor across campus, walking through the mountains and the deserts and the harsh, blazing 100-degree sun.
I feel like...
And I will call bullshit on our weatherman saying that we haven't had a 100-degree day.
I would go ahead and insert the line from Shrek 2 right there. Went ahead and blistered the coldest winds in the harshest desert, climbed to the tallest bloody room of the tallest bloody tower.
Yeah, pretty much I did that, except for the cold wind parts. That would have been pleasant.
Kidding.
And so I make it there, and there's no one on the fucking floor! Gone! And they weren't just out to lunch, they were gone! It's an early weekend, boys!
I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing, but... Oh, well, you gotta make light of the situation.
Oh yeah, and of course there's no one there, so I decide, you know what? I am done here. There's no one in the creative writing department, so I'm going to go ahead and see if I can go to the English department and get a better result. Guess where the English department is? Where I started! On the other side of fucking campus! So I go back through the deserts, and I finally find someone who doesn't know poetry to read my stuff.
Who doesn't know poetry?
Well, he could teach it, but he doesn't know it. So, yeah, I was finally able to get the opinion, but god damn it.
You had to work hard for that.
Yeah.
And it's not even what you were expecting at betting, huh?
Yeah. So, as you might be able to gather, I haven't had too much opportunity to play new games. I've just been sticking to Monster Hunter and whatnot, which I think is kind of stupid now that I think about it, because Monster Hunter is a high-intensity game, and I don't need any more stress in my life right now.
That's probably a good move. You should do what I did. Play Animal Crossing.
I don't have Animal Crossing. I do have Harvest Moon, though.
So do that. Relax, grow your crops, marry someone, have a kid. Although that's probably your blueprint for the next 30 years anyway. So, yeah, as you can tell, besides editing for my week...
And yeah, there was something else that happened, too.
We'll get to that after it, but...
Should we?
Which one? The whole thing with Bayonetta.
Yeah, we'll get that till later.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we'll leave that till later.
So, anyway, for the rest of my week, besides editing, I had decided to pick up Animal Crossing New Leaf again. This is the third town I've had in that game now.
So what was stressing you out besides the recording
So
and editing?
what was stressing me out besides recording was the fact that I'm doing job work for my professor and mentor at the university.
All right.
And usually he's supposed to email me or text me about what I'm supposed to do for that week. I haven't gotten an email or a text or anything this week at all.
What is it with teachers bailing on students?
I don't know. And the thing is, he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, I got you. But
I'm growing trees that are going to be attacked by vicious insects to see how they resist them.
nice guy. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
He has a grudge against grass heights for some reason.
I don't have a grudge against grass
No,
types.
the professor.
He's a biology professor. He works with plants and insects and stuff and see how they react to each other.
Yeah, he's a total bug nerd.
If he was an entomologist, I wouldn't have taken the plant class from him. Anywho's it, I haven't heard jack squat from him, so I'm a little cranky because I need the hours for some cash because I'm not doing credits this summer. I am instead getting paid $8 an hour. And I'm not getting anything. So that's what I'm stressed about, and that's why I've been playing Animal Crossing, because it's just relaxing to build a nice town, relax, catch a few thousand bugs.
Did you read how the payment was going to be given?
Yeah, it's directly delivered to my account.
Okay, did it say that it was going to be bi-weekly, weekly, monthly?
Every 2 weeks.
Okay, there you go.
So, yeah, it's probably about time for me to plug in my timestamp, which only has 4 hours in it, damn it. Anyway, other than that, Animal Crossing, editing for the videos, uploading the videos, and it's been a boring week for me. Well, actually, it's been a hot week for me.
Yeah, summer, desert. It's great.
And the fact is, my pool is still green, which means I can't jump in yet. Well, it's almost clear, so yeah, I can jump in like tomorrow.
Well, I can't jump into my pool. My pool doesn't have any water in it. I spent the good part of yesterday and Thursday afternoon getting a pump and draining all the water from the pool. And when I mean all of the water, I mean every last drop.
Ooh.
Which we had to literally use ShamWows to soak up the excess puddle.
Seriously?
Yes, because we need all of it out.
What, are you
All
like
of
replastering it or something?
At this point, we might as well. But the truth of the matter is, there was a big infestation of algae. The motor died on us recently. We're getting a new filter. We needed to drain the pool so that way we would start with fresh water anyway. So at this point, we might as well go ahead and get it repainted sky blue and redo all the time.
That would actually, me and my dad need to do that to the frickin' pool as well.
Draining it?
Well, no, the tile on it's kind of old and
Oh, okay.
stained with calcium.
Okay.
So yeah, it does need.
What
new
about
tile.
repainting it?
Repainting? I think it's pretty fine. The light bulb might need to be replaced in it pretty soon.
Oh yeah, and our light bulb needs to be replaced too. So yeah, we're doing a full overhaul this summer.
Because I'm pretty sure that light bulb in my pool is like 10 years old, if not older.
Dude, our bulb is as old as the house. So I mean, yeah.
Anyway, so that's how our weeks have been. Now to get on to some of the news that happened during this week.
Or rather than non-news at this point. So, so I posted on Zero's FA account that we had received
two copyright claims.
Two copyright strikes over some footage in the Bayo Neta LP. And, of course, it's from some dude who actually doesn't own the rights.
It's a fucking bot.
Well, it looks like a bot, especially because you got them as soon as the video went up.
The very split second.
So it obviously looks like a bot. We sent a response. You know, the whole this is an LP. We're allowed to do this.
This is whole fair use.
On top of the whole fact, this person really didn't actually own the right, so we weren't concerned at all.
Yeah, it was not Platinum Games doing the copyright. It was not Sega. It was not Nintendo.
But anyway. And we thought we were going to have some issues, and it turns out the next day the strikes come off.
Yeah, and so
or get rescinded.
So we were just going to go and say, let's leave Bayonetta up, and then just wait a week and upload everything. But nope. So
everything went back to normal.
So
like I said, not news.
Yeah, it's not news, but still, I'm just kind of flabbergasted by that.
It was going to happen eventually. At the very least, we're glad that it was a dumb bot instead of someone who actually had a legitimate complaint.
Yeah, and we actually looked up this bot. He actually tried to do a copyright strike against Activision.
No. He did his copyright strike against Activision for their own Black Ops footage. Or not Black Ops, it was Advanced Warfare. But still.
It's still...
for their own COD footage.
Oh,
I am
so good.
I am amazed by that. I spent the whole day having a minor panic attack about this because I was wondering
Like
about...
I said, relax, play some Animal Crossing.
Yeah. So with that out of the way,
I can get into proper podcast. So this is our pre-E3 podcast.
Our pre-E3 podcast and our pre-1 year anniversary podcast.
You don't have a pre-anniversary. You either had the anniversary or you have an anniversary that celebrates before the anniversary.
Well,
choose one, damn it.
Well, technically, our 1 year anniversary is going to be done a few days after.
Well, it's during E3.
Yeah.
So, but for all intents and purposes, we're just gonna have it next time.
Yeah.
So there you go.
And you'll have all the news.
Besides, it's 52 weeks in a year. We don't reach episode 26 till next time. So there you go.
Yeah. So
first, douchebag of the week.
Well, we thought we could get away from you, Konami. But you know what? You keep making it too easy for us.
Oh, do they make it too easy to us?
Let's see. Douchebag of the week. Konami apologizes for causing anxiety.
and then announces microtransactions for the Phantom Pain.
Ooh. I'm sorry, is the Richter scale going off? Because we got a douchequake coming.
A douchequake?
Yeah.
Really? That's what you're going for?
Yes.
I would have said, do you hear the sound of wet jism flowing about? I think we're having a douche-nami.
The douche storm cometh. Oh my god.
Earlier in the week, Konami, quote-unquote, apologizes for causing anxiety in believing that they were leaving the
gaming
the
industry.
console market. The console market. They were going to go to mobile before leaving the console market.
Uh-huh.
And then I would say about a good week after this statement was released, they go ahead and announce microtransactions for Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain.
Yeah.
Well,
are they trying to not make me not want to buy the game? Because I was actually considering getting the Phantom Pain. Maybe. Now I don't even want to touch it. I'm still amazed that even Bravely Default had microtransactions in it.
Yeah, but that was optional.
That was optional.
That was optional, which...
This is not going to be the same case, most likely.
No.
No one has any confidence in Konami anymore.
No one does.
I don't think even Konami has confidence in Konami anymore at this point.
I kind of like the whole... People have been making like the Konami logo into a whole fuck you. Because that's basically what Konami is doing.
You know... There are very, very few times that I would say a company has truly committed suicide, but I'm watching the events leading up to it. I'm watching it happen.
I'm just waiting for someone to just hand them the wakizashi.
No, it wouldn't be so honorable. It'd be more like getting pushed off a tall building and landing in a dumpster, which then proceeds to crush the trash, a la Splinter from that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie that we actually like.
I was gonna say more along the lines of just passing out drunk and eventually dying in dying as asphyxiation from your own vomit.
No. How about we make it ironic? Konami gets a shit ripped of all of this shit that they tried to push on us. It falls on them and it buries them.
No. The ironic way would be that Konami goes ahead, puts a cell phone to their ear, and it explodes into their face.
Okay, that's a better one.
That is brilliant.
Okay.
Alright, so with that douchebag out of the way, let's talk about some really stupid government news.
Deleting your browser history could cost you 20 years in federal prison.
Wait, what?
Yep. As a result of the, or probably more as a side effect of the Boston bombing incident, one of the associates of the bomber was jailed for deleting deleting his browser history because that eventually impeded officers from finding information regarding to the bombing itself.
Well, in that case, I think the officers aren't doing their job right. Because, honestly, the browser history has nothing to do with where your actual information is stored.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really want to find the information, then you don't go looking for the browser history, you go looking for, well, the online cache.
Yeah, you look for the online cache.
And you wouldn't
confiscate their computer and look through their hard drive.
You wouldn't even confiscate their computer. You would call the ISP and correlate it with them because whenever you go ahead, because you can easily just go ahead and do a factory reset on the computer. It's not that hard. And it would actually be safer and more secure to go through the internet provider than that, if anything else. Besides, you can't delete anything from the internet per se.
No, you cannot.
I've heard that this is a sidebar, but I've heard that even if you factory reset your computer, there's still a magnetic a magnetic fingerprint of what was on your hard drive.
Right, but that's much harder to get at for the normal user, and it would be only accessible to either software or obviously the government.
Or white hat hackers.
And even then, there's still ways to get around it. I mean, all you have to do is run a giant magnet through it, and you can basically fuck the whole thing anyway.
God, please never think.
Yeah, but then you'd be tampering with evidence, and that would get you further screwed by the government.
Yeah, but I mean, the point that I'm trying to drive home here is that is it illegal now to use incognito mode? Will every person who watches pornography or pornographic materials be subject to a 20-year stay in the slammer because they don't want to find out, they don't want their significant others finding out what they look at on the internet?
I'm pretty sure it's not going to go that far. I'm pretty sure.
You think that? Think that? You would be surprised.
Well, it does happen, and we have had stuff like
all that needs to happen is you get Jack Thompson in that seat and you watch what happens. We just need some Jack Thompson-looking motherfucker to go ahead and start the shitstorm. And that's all you need to go. The way you find out whether or not it's important is when you put the worst possible scenario.
Wait till the next election when we get a real dumbass president. And then that'll happen.
Wait, I think we want to try to stay away from political stuff.
That is my only political remark for the rest of this podcast.
We'll see. Next on the docket, I can't even introduce the segment without laughing at this.
Allow me.
Go ahead.
We have been witness to many, many great pieces of stupidity and douchebaggery in the history of the world.
In the history of the Legend Hunters.
In the history of the Legend Hunters and the world.
But this, I would equate to being pure crack cocaine enjoyment.
Well, okay.
Minus the bad parts.
Okay, let's not read the title. Let's just go into it. So Uwe Boll is, if you don't know who he is a director of movies. German movies, to be precise.
Terrible German movies.
Terrible German movies about video games.
He's the one responsible for pretty much all of the shite video game movies ever made.
Postal, Blood Rain, Alone in the Dark.
Unfortunately, we can't give him credit to Super Mario Brothers after the fact.
But, there you go. But besides that, if it's a bad video game movie, more often than not, it's got Uwe Boll's stamp all over it.
Yeah, and the reason why he was making them bad was to benefit a German tax loophole, which meant that if his movies bombed, he got a tax write-off equal to greater than the movie's worth.
Yes, which meant that he was able to basically launder all of his money basically through this movie-making company that he set up.
And he was also a complete and utter douche nozzle that challenged any critic that said his movies were bad to a boxing match and then thoroughly beat the shit out of them.
Sounds like a great guy, right?
Yeah, sounds like a guy I want to go and kick in the nuts and run away.
Well, you might not have to do that.
Oh?
Apparently, the Germans caught on to the fact that he was doing this douchebaggery and cut him off. And so, in his, I believe, desperation, he turned to the open arms of Kickstarter and pleaded with us, the public, for support.
And we all rised up. The entire internet rose up in unison. 4chan, Tumblr, Twitter, Facebook, they all rose together and said
in a collective voice, "Fuck you!" And so it happened that he responded.
Not once, not twice, but 3 times they said "fuck you."
Yes.
Yes.
And he responded in turn with the great Uwe Boll meltdown.
Which we have graciously provided a link in the description of this podcast. So click it and watch the madness unfurl. And I recommend a nice brandy with this. To just sip and savor while you enjoy the madness.
You want to recommend a good cheese and crackers to go along with it?
No, I'd also recommend the good wine. I actually would. He's already providing the wine.
Oh, plenty of wine. I think there's enough wine to fill the English Channel. So, speaking of the English Channel and the country right on the other side.
Lame. That is a bad segue, Legend. That is a bad segue.
It's a segue. Roll with it! So...
Oh, that was awful.
It's going to roll down a hill into the fiery pits of hell. But anyway...
At least I'm getting the ball rolling, fuckers.
Anyway, back to the French
direction.
twits.
The French government have issued a declaration to Google, of all people. In 15 days, either expand the right to be forgotten worldwide or face sanctions.
Can you please explain to everyone what the right to be forgotten is?
Well, if you post something stupid on Facebook, like, say, a nude picture of yourself, you have the right to go ahead and have the internet forget that ever happened.
Sure you do, because it's always on someone's cache. It will always be on someone's cache.
Whatever goes on the internet stays on the internet, no matter what you do. It will
Facebook is forever.
Yes. So, yeah, there is that. You can try to get rid of it, but up till now, Google's response to this sort of action has been, well, only for the country that it's happening. Whatever happens in other places, we're not doing anything about that. What you are responsible for whatever content you put on the internet.
Yep.
And you will have to face that responsibility yourself.
So, I'm willing to bet that in 20 years, we will all know the exact shape, size, and dimension of the president's dick.
If he posts a picture of it online, yes.
He probably will.
Well, here's the thing about this.
He probably has.
And the thing that would be probably a bit more concerning would be the fact that it would be the forgetting of not just, like, say, simple things such as photos and documents or even articles, but internet profiles.
Internet profiles,
And that would be
news.
something very important on a personal scale, because it's relatively, if you know what to look for, you can probably cross-connect who's who with what's what, just by analyzing the way they write, the way they go ahead and post things, the way they go ahead and syntax and all that jazz. And you could find out who is who across internet profiles, even though they could use completely different passwords, completely different emails.
Completely different computers, even.
So imagine that you happen to go ahead and frequent a particular site, say Diaper Play, for example.
Please don't.
And you want to forget that anyone ever associated some person with that account. Well, guess what happens? No one's going to forget, and all it takes is someone who knows how to dig to go ahead and make the connection.
Ugh.
And that's why people would like to forget, even though there are, yes, the concerns about free speech and whatnot, because there are some things we wish that we could go incognito mode, period.
Yeah. Everyone wishes to be anonymous on the internet. Some of them don't.
Well,
I'm pretty sure that I could never run for office given the shit that I have posted on the internet and the stuff in this podcast.
Fair enough.
Oh god, politicians would have a field day with my art site.
Well, who knows what the politician scene will be like in so many years, but
I'm predicting it'll be another 20 IQ points stupider.
But that's for what did we just say about politics?
Hey, I have no side.
It's a good thing we didn't make a bet of you only making one politic joke. Otherwise, we would have lost that one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you've already gone back on your word on this case.
All right, no more.
Uh-huh.
Watch him.
Uh-huh.
I actually bet you 5 cents he will.
Okay, we'll find out.
Okay.
Alright, that generally takes care of the douchebag of the week. Now for a segment we haven't had in a while. What the fuck, Japan?
And if you know Alpha Omega Sin, he kind of covered this already, but it was too good to not pass up.
So enlighten me, gentlemen. What are we looking at here?
Summer Colored High School. And by the way,
you're a Peak comic creator for PS4.
it's basically Gary's mod hentai version.
I'm out.
So
See you next week, guys.
So Summer Colored High School is a game for PS4, which basically social aspects of Persona with dialogue trees and romance and whatnot. You know, the standard Japanese
Dating
sim. What happens at the end of it is what's so interesting, or rather so disgusting, depending on how you look at it. It has a free range mode, which not only allows you to explore all the school and and do things with all the characters, but it allows you to go ahead and play with them Gary's mod style, posing them, viewing them from different angles, etc., etc. Use your imagination to what the fuck Japan.
Yeah.
I think the what the fuck Japan might actually go literal in this case.
It has, because Alpha Megasin showed 2 videos, and I will not even mention what they are. Just go find his video and look for yourself, if you're that depraved.
But the thing that I find interesting is that only because it's from Japan are we making a big deal about this. Because I mean, you make orgy piles in the recent Bethesda RPGs with Fallout 3, New Vegas, and Skyrim.
Hell, Gary's mod itself.
And Gary's mod has so much bullshit that you cannot even imagine.
And how many mods to Gary's mod are there that involve this shit?
And mods with all the... But those are mods. Those are not within the game's network themselves.
True, but
you
can make things look... I'm pretty sure you can make the G-Man look like he has a boner.
But this is a console game, so console gamers would normally not have access to that. They would not normally have access to mods, so this is something different.
Yeah, oh, by the way, the name of it, we call it Summer Colored High School. That's not even the full name. Its entire full name of the game, I can't even pronounce, because it's just an entire paragraph-long description of the game. I am not even joking there.
Again, one of those other neat little quirks from Japan.
It's literally a full paragraph.
Well, there's the Japanese name for fighting game Last Blade 2 is literally just a haiku.
Really?
Yes. So yeah, that's a common thing.
So yeah, let's move away from this because
Let's go back to more Japanese bullshit.
Bye.
Holiday Star.
God damn it!
Which is the follow-up to the wonderfully known Hatoful Boyfriend.
No, please!
And a kitchen dating simulator has got a sequel!
And it promises even more birds.
Fuck me sideways, because I know a Let's Player who did the Hatoful Boyfriend one. And I'm pretty sure he's going to do this one too. Fuck.
Wait to lose your...
I'm going to punch you for that. I'm sorry.
I will give you a hand with that.
Excuse me for a moment, gentlemen.
This shit has gone to the birds.
I'm good! No, I'm not.
I think he's gonna pass a pigeon stone at this point.
I will smother you with this pillow!
Let's crane on over to a new subject, why don't you? I think Zera's gonna make the cock of the joke at this point.
Yeah, all this. Wait to pigeon drop the subject.
We'll be crowing this from until the break of dawn. Okay, now for some.
Can you bird brains quit it?
Yes! We got you to join in the joke! Okay.
I really shouldn't have taken a bite of my pillow. Blech. Nasty.
Yeah, you want to wash out those pigeon feathers.
This actually is a down pillow.
Yes. Okay.
Swan, are you waiting for?
Let's get down with it.
Moving on, you twits!
Anyway, Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon released a trailer, and no, you cannot play as Swanna.
No.
No.
But I will say this, they brought back the whole answer a question to figure out what Pokemon you are thing mechanic. But we have all the starters from Gen 1 and Gen 6, as well as Railu.
Mm-hmm. And, of course,
and
Pikachu.
Eevee. And Pikachu and Eevee.
I think they dropped Skitty and Cubone.
And they dropped Machamp.
Machop.
Blech.
Which was actually one of my favorites from the original Mystery Dungeon.
It's weird, I've never liked Machop's design, but, and I say that as I used Machamp in Gen 4 to kick all your asses.
Yeah, but Machamp is entirely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lead Machamp. No guard.
Yeah, I hated him. But yeah, you can it's looking pretty darn good. It looks like it's coming back to some really interesting stuff. For one, I love the fact that they now have a world map, and it does look awesome that you can actually travel around it.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice.
And I would love it even more if they made it so that you can basically free ball and go wherever you like.
That would be cool. Like, just walk around, go
Well,
around.
I'm pretty sure there's going to be some coherent plot. But it would but it would be nice if you could go adventure and explore.
I will say that in this one, they brought out all the legendaries.
Oh yeah, good lord, we've got
Latios and Latias, Lugia, Ho-Oh.
the 3 legendary hamsters. Yes, we're not letting that go. And we are also, finally, for the first time seeing in a Mystery Dungeon game, Arceus himself.
Yeah, that actually surprised me, so...
Are there any rumors of Mega Evolutions?
Well, Gen 6 stuff is in there, but I don't know what's going to happen with regard to Mega Evolution.
If it does happen, that would be kind of cool. It would be like maybe you Mega Evolve for like
no.
turns.
You know what Mega Evolution's going to be? It's going to be that fucking the final stage mode from Kingdom Hearts 2, where you sacrifice your teammates to gain a temporary power boost.
That's kind of
fucked up.
Well, they come back.
Well, it's like,
but it's like you get buffed, but you don't have your teammates.
Boofed.
Boofed, yes.
Get boofed
Boofed up.
Okay.
Boof up, the move.
Okay.
Yeah, and I wonder if they're going to fix the thing about agility that was so broken.
Which was?
Basically, agility gave you the ability to move twice in one turn.
That is pretty broken.
And not to mention, it extended not just to you, but your entire team.
So that's pretty nice.
And you could do this multiple times, to the point that you could stack it and move 4 times before the enemy had the chance to move once. Which is why Pikachu is so freaking badass. But anyway,
Why didn't I use that for my Pikachu in Gates of Infinity?
who knows?
Damn.
Yeah, I wonder if they actually fixed it. Okay.
Well, I'll check it out. I'll play it again and I'll test it.
Alright. Come back to us on that one. So, you've already gone over this little bit tidbit.
About the Steam Summer Sale, yes.
Okay, so let's move on to something a little more blocky.
As in Lego Worlds.
Actually, I was talking about Minecraft, but we can talk about that too.
Well, Lego Worlds is going to be Lego's answer to Minecraft. Which makes sense from the original creator of the Imagination Playbox.
Speaking of Minecraft clones, this is kind of off topic, but apparently Terraria is coming to the Wii U.
I didn't like it.
I was kind of curious about it, so who knows?
Okay.
But anyway, Lego Worlds, yeah, this pretty much looks like a spin-off of Minecraft wholesale. I mean, no shame in hiding it, but it's Lego.
I already saw a Minecraft knockoff on the Wii U.
Yeah, but this is Lego. This is Lego induced. Do you know how much money Lego has right now after the whole Lego movie?
Ooh, boy. And they're already working on a sequel and probably another sequel
starring
after that.
Lego Batman. And which Lego now becomes the perfect prefix to anything you want to go ahead and make chibi. It's American chibi.
Yeah, pretty much. And to be honest, it's actually really cool. Taking all of these characters and giving them... You don't even need to give them voices. You just need to let them do their thing.
And that's the really interesting part, is that in the Lego video games, there is no dialogue.
Yeah,
it's all It's all acted and emoted.
Which you gotta admit is pretty intriguing.
Yeah, and it's also kind of... They also do some fun stuff. They play with the genre. They poke fun at little things in the stuff that they're actually parody. So all Lego is basically parody.
Yeah, so if I recall, the Lego Indiana Jones games were like really good.
But so going back to this, I would even go as far as to say the progenitor of independent developed gaming is going to have there's going to be a Lego version of it.
Oh God. So okay, And this is also kind of amusing to me. When we all saw Minecraft, we thought of Lego. Now Lego looked at Minecraft and is now making their own.
Yeah.
So which came first? Lego or Minecraft? Anyway.
Lego or the
So,
Minecraft?
yeah,
the eternal conundrum. The eternal indie conundrum.
So yeah, I believe it is out already. I may be wrong. I think it might either be due for a late June release or it might be out now. But otherwise, it's going to be interesting to see how this unfolds.
Hype.
Yeah. Alright then, so now...
Now...
Kickstarter
well, actually,
stuff.
before...
No.
Well, no. First, there's actually a little thing that I kind of need to shell out for because neither of you guys got the chance to actually see it, and that was Kung Fury.
Oh yeah. You were raving about it.
It's an awesome movie and video game, by the way.
Yeah. But I'm allergic to high concentrations of 80s.
You are?
Yeah, I cannot...
Oh, trust me, then you should not even be around this. It is so 80s that it hurts.
Yeah.
Down to like 2 or 3 minutes into the video actually starts skipping. Like it's a rotten VHS tape. Like, that's how bad it goes
like
to
the
the
magnetic
80s.
strip, like the...
Yes.
It's fucked up.
It's tracking. That's how bad it is.
Oh god, I actually do...
So yeah, if that doesn't bring back memories, I don't know what will.
I didn't grow up in the 80s, but I listened to enough music and encountered enough stuff to feel like I was.
So yeah, if you
And
ever...
I never want to go back. Except for Dire Straits, that was a pretty good band.
But either way, this came out a little bit after the last podcast went up. It's fantastic. It's amazing. Everyone needs to go watch it. It's free on Steam. The video game is like $1.99 on Steam.
And the trailer is like half an hour long.
No, the trailer is like... No, that's the full video.
That's the full video.
The full video is half an hour. It's half an hour long. It's not like you're going to bore yourself to death. And even then, it is the most, like, action-y film thing imaginable, considering what the 80s were like.
That's true.
You guys really need to see it. It's awesome.
I might take a peek if I don't...
Now we'll talk about pre-E3 stuff.
Alright then, so, the Blood's...
So, Oculus Rift.
Oh, that. Sorry, I was looking at something else.
We jumped back, so now we're going down. Oculus Rift is now partnering with Microsoft.
You know, it was kind of a conceptual sort of deal at first, the Oculus Rift and whatnot. Now I'm pretty sure I can guarantee Oculus Rift has shot itself in the head. Microsoft is not really good at this sort of thing.
No, they...
Well, that's kind of because they tried to do it in-house. I mean, we saw that the Kinect failed.
Yeah.
But that generally was because there was a lack of physical feedback, i.e.
That-
a controller.
Yeah, not only that, but the Kinect was constantly spying on you, which creeped me the fuck out.
Yeah, because cameras can be hacked, you know.
Yeah, which is why I put a piece of tape over my camera.
Good.
Yeah,
The Illuminati will not find you that way.
Yes, because no one wants to view that glorious Raichu ass.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I just boosted your female fan base by like 50%.
Also increase the likelihood of both of your shipping.
Oh, god damn it.
Either way, Oculus Rift announced, I think it was on on Thursday, that they are going to be partnering up with Microsoft to go ahead and launch their Oculus Rift.
Yeah, there's two things about this. One, it can sync up to a Xbox One controller, and they also have a different controller design that kind of wraps around your hands, which is kind of weird because it kind of mimics like hand motions. And I'm sorry, but the second I saw that, I thought of you, Leo. God damn it, because I was thinking, when's the boob honking simulator coming?
Well, they are making inappropriate games for the
You can
Oculus.
fuck an iPad. You can fuck an iPad.
I don't want to think about that.
Please enjoy Q-Cow Simulator in summer of 2016.
God damn it.
No!
Okay, before I choke on my own bile, let's move on to something more positive.
The Bloodstain Kickstarter.
Yes, it is. As of now, it is officially ended with over $5.5 million.
I would like to point out that their original goal was 500,000.
So they made 1,000%.
Yeah, they made a 1,000% return on this. They just needed 500,000 to get them going. To actually prove, yes, there is a fan base. But apparently, there's not just a fan base.
It's a raving fan base.
It's an army.
Yes.
It's an army of awesome.
And it is now officially the 8th most funded Kickstarter ever funded, and it's now the most funded video game.
So initially, there was only going to be up to the stretch goals up to only 5 million, because that's how much they've thought out. At the last minute, they had to add in a 5.5 million bonus, which now includes a boss revenge mode.
Which means, basically, if you ever played Kirby and played
It's the true arena, motherfucker.
So basically, you fight every boss boosted with more power.
And most likely new moves.
Yeah.
So, have fun. That's going to be great.
And speaking of Kickstarters, this is not really E3 news, but this is something very astute to note. The FTC, Federal Trade Commission, is now going to be cracking down on phony Kickstarters.
Now, when we mean phony, we don't mean like the potato salad recipe guy.
The dude who got 55K out of potato salad. No,
Yeah.
we're not talking about bullshit Kickstarters that Zero hates.
Yes,
We're
because
talking- that was hilarious.
That was hilarious, and he did that on purpose, just to prove the point that crowdfunding can be ridiculous.
We're
That said,
we're
what
talking about is the ones where they take the money and run.
yes,
It's specifically in the case of this one Kickstarter who was supposed to make a Doom board game and ran with the money to go ahead and pay his bills.
yes.
AKA a tremendous douche nozzle.
Well, he
Douche nozzle!
Okay, he did say he would give it back, but as it turns out, he didn't. It kept on going, and the FTC looked at this, saw the complaints, and said, you know what?
And stepped in.
Yes. They said, you know what? The fact that this guy is not giving back his return and that money has been put in means that this guy is not putting out what he said he would put out.
Translation, douche nozzle.
Translation, felon.
Yeah.
Not Bellin, felon.
Felon, yes.
Although he could be a bellend.
So I believe they froze his assets, and...
They're garnishing his wages.
Yes.
Garnish them ever so gently.
So, yeah, he's now pretty much in a really, really deep hole right now. But this does.
Garnish them like a bratty sub. Hard and liberally.
Oh my. But this does show something good. Something that we didn't mention is the fact that someone else on Kickstarter saw what happened, took up the mantle, and decided to put out the game their way so that the backers could still get their product.
Okay, now that's pretty cool.
That is very cool, but there's more. Consider this now. If you ever were on the fence about putting stuff into Kickstarter, like you thought, yeah, they're just going to take my money, it's thievery, whatnot, yada yada. Well, guess what? This just proved that this is now
A federally regulated thing.
exactly, which means that I would almost say it's legitimized the business, and it actually has boosted my own personal faith in Kickstarter.
Yeah, like, my faith was already boosted when I saw Yooka-Laylee and Bloodstain both start coming.
My faith was boosted at Shovel Knight.
Really?
Yeah. Shovel Knight showed me, crowdfunded gaming could be possible, but when people like Iga and the brilliant brains behind
Iga, Yacht Club, and Kenji Inafune.
And Platonic.
and Platonics, which was what I was getting to, they're all showing me that yes, there is now a legitimate field in this. There's a way that you can make a business out of this.
Now, my problem is going to be when the government starts over-regulating, because that is going to be a thing.
That is true.
And
I
when they're
have-
going to start
and it's-
dipping into the crowdfunding money.
Not per se that, but more of like now we're not going to have such brilliant ideas as the auto blow anymore.
The what?
The auto blow, which is an auto oral machine for male.
Shut up.
Okay, shut up.
Just shut up.
Such ideas like that will now forever be forbidden as concepts.
You mean like the robot that runs on blowjobs and dreams?
No, that would be the power suit that goes ahead and can fist people to the moon.
Why, are we trying to make Goran Lagann here?
Oh boy.
with fists.
We have got a crap ton of news here.
So now we're going. So
We're on page
back to
2 of our notes.
back to E3 stuff.
So, Sakurai is going to talk at the E3 presentation with regards
The
to Smash.
pre-E3 presentation, because Nintendo's actually doing a pre-E3 thing before
Which
the
reminds me, is anyone even interested in the revival of the World Championship anymore? Because I'm not.
E3. They'd be perfect. Again, the thing is that they're being so hush-hush about it, no one knows whether or not to watch it.
So, is this
Why does this feel like the 80s again?
There you go. But anyway,
God
so,
damn it, Nintendo.
so Sakurai is supposed to be doing a presentation about what? Well, that might be about what has been recently leaked onto the internet.
Maybe.
Yeah, according to some hacks. Well, actually, we don't know if they're
Some hackers.
or hacks. We have yet to confirm this.
But a video has been leaked onto YouTube and the internet in whole regarding Roy from Fire Emblem being a playable character, as well as another entry from Capcom from the Street Fighter franchise in Ryu.
Yeah.
So,
I'm calling a little bit of bullshit on this. It's obvious that whoever made this video was a private person. It was privately made, and
There's a few.
yeah.
There's a few discrepancies in the celebration videos that
so what?
that come to light.
So what is exactly leaked? What is exactly leaked is that leaked were two videos, one of Ryu and one of Roy, each of them for their own respective
challenge mode, video.
single player mode victory videos. And there's some discrepancies in regards with the animation, with the visual quality, and with just some of the choices as far as the video itself. We've included a link for you guys to go ahead and look at. And the leak also has some other comments in regards to the Inklings getting their own trophy. Classic Kirby stage coming back,
and some Rhythm Heaven music.
But generally speaking, the big thing is Ryu and Roy supposedly being in Smash.
Supposedly, because from looking at the trailers, I'm having serious doubts.
If anyone has ever played Street Fighter and then can imagine Ryu jumping to Super Smash Brothers, it looks like that's how it would work as far as his moveset.
Yeah.
There's nothing discrepancy in regards to that.
Yeah.
They even show in the ending clip of the video what appears to be his stage from Street Fighter 2, which looks pretty darn nice, all things considered. The problem comes in the Roy video when you consider that these two videos are supposed to be held to the same visual quality.
Right. There is a point that really, really sticks out.
It's when Roy uses a flaming weapon to attack Falco,
and Falco
Well,
instantly turns into a roast chicken.
Well, it's a side smash.
it's a side.
It's essentially a side smash, and the problem with it is that
it looks like a GIF. It looks like a GIF was plastered on the screen.
Because I don't know if you guys remember fried chicken as a pickable up item from the food.
Nope.
So that's the first problem. The second problem is that the art design of the chicken dish looks wrong.
It looks like a photo.
And
it's basically a Photoshop.
And the third problem is that when you compare Ryu and Roy, who's also been redesigned, because Roy now has his forehead protector, and I can't believe it's called that. His forehead protector has tails, which auspiciously look very similar to a certain Ike's headband.
Yeah.
And I mean, it would be very easy to go ahead and do a body switch where you go ahead and have
It's weird.
Ike's body doing Marth's moveset and then add fire effects. Which is basically how you differentiated Marth from Roy.
Yeah, it did look like it's weird. It looked like the model was kind of mixed between Marth and Robin, kinda, to me at least. It's like someone modified both models and kind of.
I would say more of Marth and Ike than Marth and Robin. especially when you can, like I said.
Well, I was just thinking because of the red hair.
Yeah, but that can be dyed easily. What I'm talking about is the colors can be changed easily. The model itself cannot, and that's why the whole headband, the forehead protector with tails, concerns me.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have the headband was just a single piece in Melee, and in Brawl it has tails, which is more of what Ike has. So you can see why I'm concerned. Either way, take it for what you will. We'll find out the truth at E3.
So with that done, let's go into the next thing,
which is bashing Nintendo even more.
Disney Infinity producer calls Nintendo irresponsible with amiibo situation.
Which is just about right, I would say.
So what exactly is he calling irresponsible? The way that they're handling sales, the way that they're handling distribution?
All of it.
Ooh. Yeah, I would agree with them because, honestly, yeah, Disney Infinity does it a lot better. They make sure everything's pretty much available. There might be like one or two that are kind of rarer than others, but pretty much everything is accessible to everyone. They have a whole section in Toys R Us for this stuff.
Yes, including the one very, very creepy Phineas.
Ugh.
Because you know the art style, right?
Yeah.
Well, imagine a 3D version of that.
Ugh.
And I mean like
3D.
Point for point. Yeah, the Phineas thing is creepy.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's besides the point. The fact that the amiibo situation has gotten
and now that we've gone from gray market to full black market.
Yeah.
With people stealing them from the trucks. Not even from the stores.
No, they're not stealing from the trucks. They're stealing the trucks. They're stealing the motherfucking trucks.
It's turned into Fast and the Furious amiibo version.
You want to buy me? I got discount.
Fast and Furious 8, which is about getting amiibos. I would watch that in a heartbeat.
Yeah! It would work.
I'm going to say this one more time. Nintendo, get your fucking act together!
Well, it's difficult. It's a very, very high demand, and...
It's a high demand because they don't produce enough.
No,
Go hire some offshore Chinese company to start mass producing the fuckers.
So you want them to become cheap?
They're already cheap looking.
I don't know. I mean, I've seen some cheap stuff before. I think they can be cheaper.
True.
And besides, consider the fact that it would mean more factory misproduces, which would go ahead and make even more of the bullshit.
Oh, god.
Yeah. So you want to talk rare now? Well, wait until you have different variations of that bullshit.
Yeah. All right.
So moving to some. Let's see. We got some trailer stuff. Sonic Boom: Fire and Ice is coming to 3DS this fall.
I was interested in it for a moment, but then I realized, oh fuck, it's Sonic Boom again.
It's Sonic Boom. It's interesting. It's all right. As long as they get their bugs out before they release this time, we'll be fine.
I saw, again, I'm referencing Alpha Mega Sin, god damn it, he saw the trailer and he was like furious.
Yeah, but I mean, Alpha Omega Sin is not the kind of gamer I would expect to play Sonic Boom: Fire and Ice.
No, then again, I don't expect many people to play Sonic Boom in general, except for riffable material.
Well, no, it's not that it's a bad game. It's just that we're so used we've seen greatness before, so we expect it.
Yeah,
it's not that it's bad. It's just that it's not living up to the standards that it's been in the past.
Sonic Colors was a good game. Hell, I'll even say this: Sonic Unleashed was even pretty decent.
Hell yeah, it was.
The only problem is the Wii. The only problem is the Wii version.
The Wii version did have some issues, but I would even argue that the 360 had some issues with regard to a design flaw, and that is the metal gates.
Yeah.
There was a point where I simply didn't have enough medals from all the shit that I've done in the previous parts that I wasn't able to advance. So even in Sonic Unleashed, there were some things that really chafed, especially that fucking final level.
Yeah, that fucking final level. We all tried to play it once together. We could never get through it.
Oh boy.
Oh god, I wish I could have recorded that.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's coming out in the fall, so look forward to that. Also announced Monster Hunter Cross.
Now you're in my territory.
So, explain yourself, sir.
Okay, so they did some real... Number one thing that I noticed about the Monster Hunter Cross is that there are a hell of a lot more... there's a lot more emphasis on flashy and awesome moves.
Oh, really?
There is a point. Oh, and this is also one of the other mechanics. In previous Monster Hunter games, there were like different ways that you would challenge monsters. Like there were different terrains. Well, in the most recent Monster Hunter, they threw out the water. Thank God.
That's good.
And they added climbing and verticality, which means that you could jump off a cliff, whack a monster, mount it, and give it a nice little back massage with your hunting knife, whereupon you would knock it down and you could combo it properly. They decided to take this one step further.
Oh.
You can now wall jump up the monsters.
So we're getting into Shadow of Colossus territory.
No. I'm talking like you... Well, you might be like that, but you basically wall jump up the monster. I've seen this with the light gunner. The light gunner basically wall jumped up the monster and did a somersault over it while triple shooting the thing in the head, back, and tail, and then landing and sticking the landing on the other side. And that was just one. All of the weapons got a heavy upgrade too. New moves, new abilities, etc. And what's even cooler is if you're a heavy-duty gamer, they also added some more precision elements to it.
Oh?
So not just are you getting like the big, flashy, awesome stuff, but if you dig deep into it, you'll find some really, really precise point values, this, that makes a hardcore audience shivery and jittery. So yeah, they are really ramping it up. Not to mention the fact that the game looks gorgeous and the monsters look amazing. One in particular I'm looking forward to fighting being the pink bubble dragon.
Say what?
There is a elder dragon apparently that you fight it, I would say in a pond, and it shoots bubble projectiles at you, which basically have a sort of AoE effect.
And it's bright bubblegum pink?
Yes! Yes, it is!
Oh dear God almighty.
It looks like fun to fight. So yeah, I am really looking forward to this.
Alright then, so with that done, the next thing is more Leo's territory, which would be...
The Mishima matriarch makes an appearance in the final Tekken game.
Wait, final Tekken?
Yeah, Tekken 7 is supposed to be the last Tekken game.
Oh shit.
So yeah, the grandmother of the Mishima clan, which is the big family that is the pseudo-protagonist focus of the Tekken series, actually is going to be making an appearance, and holy shit, does she pull out all the stops. She is confirmed to be the final boss, because she pulls out some magical tiger bullshit.
And by magical tiger, we mean she literally brings out a fucking tiger.
And Shoryukens people with it.
Yes!
So, yeah, there's that. I saw the trailer.
There's some fun character design there.
It's freaking insane, so go check it yourself. Links in the description as always.
Also, Fallout 4 confirmed!
Yeah.
The squee face you are making right now, Leo, it kind of disturbs me.
It's amazing! I'm pretty sure I can hear my dog whimpering, and he's deaf. I'm pretty sure we have high sound.
It's amazing! Oh, boy.
Bite your tongue.
I don't want to. We're going to Boston. We're going to the Boston Harbor.
So we're going. So Fallout 4 takes place in Boston.
Boston?
Boston.
Boston? We got some Boston baked beans.
At least it's not Long Island.
Anyway.
But yeah, we've been able to. People have already taken apart the trailer, which released before my birthday, and have determined that it's going to take place in Boston, which is the after the Fallout. Haha. It's supposed to be the most technologically advanced part of the United States of America.
Really?
Yes.
In Boston.
In Boston. Because MIT.
So MIT somehow survived, and
yes, it has survived, and there was a reference to it in Fallout 3. So it's nice to see that they're picking up on that, and hopefully because of the similarity in the location, overall metropolitan sort of layout, we're hoping to see the true successor to Fallout 3.
Okay.
Because New Vegas kind of had a lot of issues. Speaking of sequels,
Dark Souls 3.
What? It's supposed to be appearing at E3.
No.
Dark
Yes.
Souls 3.
No.
It does not end.
It does not end.
No way.
Yeah.
No.
I am eager. I'm an eager beaver.
Is this coming out for every single
Every
platform?
single new game console.
Oh,
Much like Fallout 4,
And Bloodborne.
Dark Souls 3 is supposed to only come out for PS4 and Xbox.
And eventually PC when they stop hating on PCs.
Well, that is yet to be determined, but still.
Yeah. So you have
The new age of the new consoles is now, gentlemen.
It's now in full swing, so
so they've abandoned the consoles that I actually paid money for.
At least these so far.
yeah. So better start saving up for a PS4. I'm $60 short from getting a PS4 and Bloodborne, so
I am 500.
Let's see. Going on to the so
the salt.
Capcom appears to be making a U-turn.
Wait, what?
They apparently hired a new Mega Man producer.
Woo! Is it just me, or did it get chilly down there? I think hell is frozen over.
Well,
You keep hell in your pants?
no, hell is EA's heating company, and they just suddenly had a
They just
Cool down.
installed an air conditioner for the first time in centuries.
Either way, a independent developer was making a Mega Man board game, and apparently they had to talk to a new staff member to go ahead and get clearances and whatnot. In addition to that, there's been things such as, of course, the Misadventures of Tron Bonne coming out for the PSN. There's also talks about the Mega Man Legacy Collection, which is going to be a remake of the classic first 6 games.
Yeah, but didn't like the PS2 version have like a whole bunch of
Yes,
even more?
no, but that was just porting it.
Ah.
We're talking literally they're remaking the sprites, or
Or
rather
they're
they're going ahead and giving them a nice new polish to make them look nicer.
Make it more high def, so they're remastering sort of.
Yes.
Huh. All right then. That'll be
Alright.
interesting.
There was a leak from Nintendo, and I think that's the last bit of news we have for the.
Let me scroll back down.
Okay, is that the last bit of news that we're gonna have for the week? No, we got one more.
Professional, wow.
Much professional wow shot. Anyway, so we have the last 2 bits of news. One is a leak from Nintendo, and holy shit, this is amazing. Hyrule Warriors 3DS.
Well, if it worked once,
Huzzah!
It's
Let's-
supposed to be like a port.
So expect some scaling down as far as a la
Number of
Smash 4 from Wii U to 3DS.
Yeah.
However,
They have 2 exclusive characters.
the King of Red Lions.
wait. What?
Yep.
The King of Red Lions.
The boat
The boat.
But he's the king.
as the king. Tell me
But
he
he-
transports into the boat.
He does.
And Tetra, which is less underwhelming.
No, that sounds like it could be badass in
And
its own right.
and she's carrying a gun now. A flintlock pistol.
Fuck yeah!
Holy crap! I just realized a gun in a Zelda game.
Oh no! We have some out of place technology in our telephones, trains, steamboats,
Time travel.
hook shot,
Double hook shots.
double hook shot. Dual wielding those things, motherfucker. Anyway, yeah! I can see where there's going to be a lot of hype for this. And I kind of also hope that they could bring this back to the one that we already bought.
Yeah, I've heard that there's possibility where you can bring the Tetra and the King of Red Lions to the main.
Please wait for the cross-compatibility patch.
Yeah.
Okay.
And lastly, this one I found rather interesting considering the fucked up company that actually made this, Hellblade.
Hellblade.
Which is a third-person action horror game where you take place as a female berserker and goes ahead and tries to survive her village getting plundered.
Well, no, what it is
And you basically...
she's a female Celtic warrior who just survived her village being raided by a Viking, and it's dealing with the mental post-traumatic stress disorder that she has to deal with.
That sounds interesting.
So
Actually.
she's dealing with the demons in her head and trying to just deal with it. So it's
think I would say closer to what it's a more actiony Silent Hill taken in a more historical era.
with a splash of Spec Ops: The Line with the PTSD.
Okay, so what kind of genre is this game?
Again,
it's
action third person. Think like Resident Evil, but take out the guns.
Oh, okay, and
replace the tactical shooting of the head with tactical sword fighting.
Sword fighting, axe swinging, and monstrous hallucinations.
And
sounds great.
Who is bringing us this wonderful little game? Ninja Theory.
Oh,
The heads behind DMC Devil May Cry remake.
Seriously,
well, to be fair,
Ninja Theory, the people that also are responsible for Jiggle Physics?
No, that's Team Ninja.
Ah, sorry.
Team Ninja.
That's a different company entirely.
Sorry,
altogether.
too many ninjas.
Too much ninja. Wow. Okay.
Too much ninja. Such wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Much ninja, such wow. Okay, so yeah, this doesn't sound too bad. Now, with regard to some things, Devil May Cry reboot actually had good mechanics and some interesting bosses, but their character and the way
What character? What character? What character?
Shite.
What character?
Well, there was character. It's just that the character was shite. There's a difference between having no character and having poor character. And it's up to you to decide whether or not that's better or worse in either regard.
Church's Jesus Yamato be hated upon.
Church.
I'll tell you guys that off screen.
So what that?
Anyway.
I think my mind just got broken for a second.
Anyway, that's the end of the news, but we do have Ravenloft, but it will be in the next video.
Yeah, apparently the session was like what, 9 hours almost.
Well, it's again 9 hours, but unlike the last couple of times, there's actually a lot of shit that we have to go over.
Yeah, because there was like multiple branching story paths.
So that'll be its own video.
So it'll be probably uploaded like a couple of hours after the podcast. Or would you like it to be uploaded on Monday?
It's good. It'll work one way or another. I would say just upload it on Monday just to go ahead, because we got this is the majority of what we need to say, and we can upload that whenever,
like right after Bayonetta.
Right after Bayonetta or something like that. Sure.
All right then.
What's coming on the channel, Zero?
Well, now that all 3 Let's Plays are up, Bayonetta will be uploaded every Monday and Wednesday, Shovel Knight will be uploaded every Tuesday and Thursday, Mega Man will be uploaded every Saturday, and I am still trying to work on the fucking Poison-type script!
That thing is becoming a running gag.
Well,
This and Poison Type is not
well,
there.
now I've run the script by my friend Akari, who, because since you two chuckleheads haven't bothered to edit it.
We didn't think it needed it.
Fuck you.
There you go.
So I'm going to have to do all the exposition and all the raging and all the snarkiness. God damn it, I'm going to need a whole bunch of caffeine.
Oh no, you just need to hang out with us for a little while longer. The puns will kill you.
Owl, you ready for this?
Fuck you!
Quack you? Or duck you?
This is Death Zero!
This is Duck Force.
And this is Legend Ducker signing out. Later, guys.
DuckTales. Woohoo!